Baba's must, and Baba's must work was also on the top gear. And so many about when Baba was living in Bangalore, the whole Mehrabad was brought to Bangalore. Last time I explained that how many people. There were about 23 ladies, 20 musts, and beside that there were so many uh, men also. So all that was brought, and it seems that Baba wanted some other place for having a center. The the it is said that the weather of Mehrabad was not very suitable. It was very hot, and there was always a shortage of water, and that is given to be one of the reasons for searching for some other place for establishing a center. Bangalore was selected because the the minister of the prime minister of the king, Mysore king, king of Mysore, he was very much favorable to Meher Baba, and he had offered about 400 acres of land to Baba Center. Anyway, we are talking about Krishna. The Krishna was brought here. In the end, when the whole thing was again shifted back to Mehrabad because of the war and because of obstruction in the construction of the center, the whole thing was again carried to Mehrabad. That time, that time, Baba asked these 5 boys what they want to do because Baba had brought them for work, and Baba was asking that what they intend to do further if they leave Meher Baba. The first boy, Raju by name, he said that I want to go into business. Then another fellow was Kalappa, who said, I want to do business in cooking oil. Third was Amdu. He asked for a tonga. He said that I want to do a business of running a tonga. Horse-drawn cart, tonga. And Yankuba Rao, who was from Bangalore itself, he said that I want to do agriculture. Baba had said that after some time I will allow you to go for this agriculture. And then when he asked Krishna, Krishna said that I want to live with you. I want to live with you means with Meher Baba. This was the answer given by a young boy without judging the hard life to live with Meher Baba. Of course, that was the destiny, in fact, and one has to go according to the destiny. He was destined to serve Meher Baba, and so Baba kept him with him. Krishna was very staunch and strong Baba lover in a very hard worker, but he was little bit of short temper. He used to become very, just very abrupt, used to lose mood and then shout out and something like that. And there are so many instances when thereafter he was kept to look after Chatti Baba. Chatti Baba was a bus of sick plane, and he was brought from the place nearby Bangalore. He was brought. He was very. There were 20 months during that time. Two were picked up from Bangalore. One was the Chatti Baba. Another was Fulwala Baba, and third one was Chinna Swami. You will find it interesting that their habits, the habits of these three very important musts which Baba wanted to work with. These were the three very important musts. Besides the other 20 brought from Mehrabad. From Mehrabad group, this Muhammad was also important, equally important. Ali Shah also equally important. But the musts which were brought in Bangalore, they were very important in the sense that Baba wanted to work with them very hard. And their habits were very peculiar in the sense that Chatti Baba was to be given bath with 200 buckets of water. 200 or even 250 buckets of water. That was his habit. And after taking that bath, he will put the dust on his head, the earth on his head. That was his habit. Very strange habit. But he was the very favorite must of Meher Baba. Because Baba, can we imagine how much labor Baba has taken to work with this musts? That Jyoti, how much Baba used to take. Now, just imagine a must is to be bathed with 250 buckets of water. And after that, his habit was putting that earth on his head. For that matter, Baba had asked Krishna to keep 15 bags, 15 buckets of that earth readily available to that must. That was the habit of this person, this boy. And after the early morning, Baba used to give him bath. Thereafter, Krishna would give him some breakfast of, it is called a kanji. It was a paste-like thing. We have many times, what is the, I don't, some paste-like thing. And then at times omelette and something like that. So this Krishna used to cook that food for him. And certain time the must himself will say that I want to take a bath. And whenever he wants to take a bath, Baba would give him a bath. And many buckets he will always require for bath. Every time this exercise was there. And Baba used to spend hours and hours together. We can just imagine what trouble, what labor Baba was taking. And that, what for it was, that Chatti Baba must was always complaining to Krishna. Krishna was attending to him every time. So Chatti Baba said to Krishna that the time is so very bad. The time is so very bad that people will die of starvation. People will die of starvation. It was such a bad time. And he used to have some sort of a remark. Once it so happened that in the night he got very uneasy and wild, and then throwing the things from one end to other, and then hitting the window glasses and all that. He was very violent, and everyone who is asking him, he said nothing, nothing. What has happened? Nothing. That was his reply. And thereafter, when he was taken to Baba, then he calmed down. After he sat with Baba, he calmed down. Once he said to Krishna that the world will face a very bad time hereafter, and it will be Meher Baba who will save the people from very dire consequences of that world war. That is what that much used to tell Krishna. And after spending, there are several incidents about this this much. He was so very. He used to be very violent at times, and then he used to say that my house is burning. My house is burning. Once when Krishna, when he was giving a cold water bath, and that too in a area like Quetta, a cold weather, Baba used to give him a cold water bath. And in spite of that cold water bath, he would say, but I am burning, I am burning. Baba had explained the reason that his connection with the war, and especially with the France. And since the Germans have attacked France, then he said that my house is burning. But then he very often used to ask Baba, I want to return to my house. I want to return to my place. Please allow me to go. But Baba won't not allow him. Baba was always keeping him. Yes. Yes. And then once it so happened that when they came to Mehrabad, in Mehrabad there was just behind the Samadhi, there is a space, open space around construction, open spaces, and this place for much that was created in that, and all this Krishna and everybody was there. Baba used to do much work. Baba used to spend most of his time doing this much work. Like this Chatti Baba, I told you about his habits, but there are also funny habits with other people. Now that Phoolwala Baba was very fond of eating this lime along with some hydrogen peroxide or something, which will burn your tongue. And he was very fond of eating that, and that too in lumps. Another fellow was Chinna Swami. that Chinna Swami used to smoke, and the burning end he used to chew. The burning end he used to chew. And another thing about the Chinna Swami is that there was one electric pole where they were in that there was an electric pole, and that pole was carrying electricity. I mean, it was giving a shock. When anybody touches it, is to get shocked from that because there was some leakage of electricity there. And this Chinna Swami used to embrace that pole.
Oh.
And happily he would enjoy that embracing that electric pole.
Wow.
This is very, very strange habits of this mutt.
Pratap.
And yes,
Pratap.
please.
Yeah,
Yes, please.
you know, I'm looking in Dr. Duncan's book, The Wayfarers.
Yes, yes.
And
Very
it
beautiful.
shows a picture of Foolwala chewing lime. I wish
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
and also he had a very ecstatic look.
Mm-hmm.
It says it shows a picture of him. But he's chewing it like he would chew chewing gum. You know? Wow.
So a beautiful work. A beautiful work that Dr. Tonkin has done.
But they don't show enough, you know. I love seeing the pictures of this class, you know, like Foolwala. I don't know if I could show it on see.
Foolwala, yes, Foolwala.
Yeah, he's got flowers all over his head.
Yes. But he was very high type of mutt, very fairly. This mutt, Foolwala Baba, was brought to Pune. And he was kept in a separate room in Gadekar's house, Ramchandra Gadekar's house. This mutt was kept there for a few days. He was brought for work by Mir Baba, and thereafter he was sent back. So this Foolwala Baba was brought in Pune. Some of the people had gone to see that mutt. We never had an opportunity to go and see that mutt because it's not fair to create some disturbance with this mutt because they have their own moods and own yes.
So Gadekar took care of him, the must.
Yes.
Wow.
And then after when they came here, when they came to Mehrabad, it's a funny incident which I would take about this Krishna. Krishna has chosen to live with Baba. And the funny incident, Baba had said that you are doomed. You want to stay with me, you are doomed. Now, how he was doomed? It came to his experience very soon when they were in Mehrabad. Up the hill, there was this Mathashram. And it so happened that many of the mutts were sent to their respective places, except few like Muhammad and like Ali Shah and like this Chatti Baba. Few were kept. What happened is all those mutts who had left, all that dirt, excreta was collected and put in a very big pond, big tank. And it so happened that there was very heavy rain, and the whole area had become, it was overflowing. All that dirt was coming out and it was overflowing. And Papa Jasawala, he asked Krishna to take a bucket and take out that excess water and throw it away. And Krishna was doing that job. Mind well, this is the excreta of the musk. When Krishna was doing this job of taking out and then throwing it away at a distance, what happened that he slipped from there and he fell in that tank tub. I would say tub. He fell there. He fell in the tub, and he was shouting for help. Luckily, this Vankova Rao saw him, and then he pulled him out. And when same time Baba came there, and Baba was angry with Krishna. Who told you to do this job? Krishna, Krishna said, Papa Jasawal had told me to take a bucket and remove this all that dirty thing. And what Baba told him, now leave that job. Now just listen. Take bath for 16 times. Take 16 times bath. And Baba gave him the soap for taking bath for 16 times. And Krishna had to do that. This was the life with Meher Baba. Once it so happened that Krishna he was very useful person, in fact, ready to do any hard work. Ready to any hard work. Now see, this sort of a dirty work, he was doing it at the request, at the order of Papa Jasawala. He was doing that. Otherwise, had there anybody, he would have refused to do that. But Krishna did it. And once it to happen that he used to practically whole day he used to be busy with this musk. And then in the night time he has to do night duty for Meher Baba. See the life with Meher Baba, how hard and how difficult it is. In my young age, I used to feel that I should work for Baba as RH. I used to pose myself to be RH, to put myself to be in the role of RH. I used to imagine that. But when I just grew, I came that sense came to me. It's very difficult to stay with Meher Baba. It's in fact an impossible thing unless Baba himself turns the key. So this Krishna, he used to sit whole night before Baba, practically whole night. There used to be duty hours, but then he used to sit there, and during the daytime he was always busy with the must work and even with Baba. Now, what was the duty when they are sitting for the guard during the night time? They have to sit outside the Baba's room on a chair, and a little movement, A little movement would disturb Baba. Baba would just clap and say, why you are disturbing me? You are disturbing me. I am getting a good sleep and you are disturbing me. Every time this used to happen. So, in spite of the fact that there used to be a lot of mosquitoes, that poor fellow was not able to lift his hand and kill that. Or lift his hand and dive it away. A very thin sound would disturb Baba's sleep. In fact, Baba was not sleeping any time. But even then, that disturber used to cause, and then Baba would get upset with that. So this sort of a hard time for Krishna, he was along with the Mandali. Whenever he used to deal with the Mandali, immediately he goes to get upset and he goes to get, angry. He used to get angry with dealing with other members of the Mandali. And there was a complaint against Krishna. And what was the complaint? The complaint was that this complaint was to Baba. Baba, this is Krishna is doing your work, your duty, especially the night duty. He is doing, that is why he feels that nobody can do that duty except him. And he has become a little bit egoistic. And whenever he deals with us, he just keeps on quarreling with us. And Baba was listening to very keenly this complaint against Krishna. And he calls Krishna and tells Krishna that what these Mandali members are complaining against you. The answer which Krishna was given, a very thoughtful answer, I would say. What Krishna said to Baba is, Baba, who am I to do your duty? Who am I to do your duty? If you mean you will get the duty done raising a stone to human body, raising the stone to human body and get your work done to that human person. That is what Krishna answered. It's a beautiful answer. That Baba can make a stone become a man, and then you will get his work done from that man. Baba was very happy with that answer, and he told it all Mandali. Have you listened to his reply? He acts on that. It's not simply says, but he acts on that. It is because of the hard work that he is losing more at times. But then you should understand him. I am not allowing even to sound sleep. Every time I have some work or either to with him. And the poor fellow is not getting proper rest. And that is why he loses his temper. The other Mandali, they could not say anything thereafter. One more incident which is very important about this Krishna. Yes, I will finish up with it 10-15 minutes. Now, one very important incident which happened with this Krishna is that there was Mastashram there on the top of the hill. But Baba wanted to sit in seclusion. He had cleared all these mutts with all the other mutts were sent back. Only uh, Muhammad and Ali Shah, they were there. They were kept at the Dharmashala. And Baba wanted to go. It is just behind the Samadhi. Baba wanted to go in seclusion, sit in seclusion. And that seclusion was to be very strict and hard seclusion. Nobody was allowed to see Meher Baba. Nobody was allowed to see Meher Baba. Even the Mandali, any Mandali, they were forbidden from seeing Meher Baba. There were very strict instructions about it. And Baba, it is that compound is closed from the circular compound is closed, and quite a large space is there inside. And Baba used to work there, coming out and work there. But if anybody is coming, he will go into his room, that room for seclusion. But other times he will come out and then do his work, some work, and then somebody is bringing this dak or tapal or letters. Then if the letters, Vishnu Master was asked to bring the letters. He was supposed to bring letters. For that matter, there was a bell. Bell was inside. There was a rope. If Baba wants to call somebody, he will ring the bell. And it will be heard outside the whole compound. There was bell outside also. And this inside bell was connected with that. They said the rope was taken up to the person who was sitting outside the compound. When the bell is rung twice, then it was an indication that Vishnu Master has brought the letters. And Baba would go inside, Vishnu Master would keep the letter there, and then after he goes, Baba will come out. When Krishna was supposed to bring food for Baba, he will have to ring a bell, then Baba will go inside. He will keep that food there and go out, and then Baba would come and have whatever he brought. And then again go, especially Baba was most of the time he was fasting only. There was no question of food, only whatever is some juice and something. For that matter, Baba would come out to take it up. But unless the bell is rung, that man is not supposed to come inside. It happened once that Krishna was keeping guard outside, and somehow he heard that there was the bell had rung. And bell had rung, that means it is an indication that Baba wants him for some work. And with that thought in his mind, Krishna opens the door and goes inside. And he sees Meher Baba standing right in front of him. The fire is coming out of him. And it was with so much of effort that Baba had to control himself. We take back all that rays which coming out of him. It was very with so much of effort that Baba took back all that light within himself. And then Krishna, when after saying this, he was fainting. He just caught hold of the frame of the door and about to fall down. Baba went to him and he held the muscle of his hand and pulled it so very hardly that muscle came out. This muscle, he came out and Baba is now scolding Krishna, why you have come? Krishna said, Baba, I heard that there was a bell. I do not know how, but then I heard the bell ringing and then I thought that you want something. And for that matter, I just opened the door. Baba said, who rang the bell? I never rang the bell. But Krishna was also must be correct, because unless he hears the ringing of the bell, he will not go inside. And Baba said, now, if had I not done this thing, had I not pulled your muscle, that muscle had come out from that whole main portion of that hand. It has come out. Had I not done that, you would have died. And Baba was very seriously scolding him, and Krishna was very honestly, he was just pleading that Baba, is not my mistake. Anyway, this muscle, throughout his life, it was detached from that whole hand. He used to show, Krishna used to show that this is the muscle which Baba had pulled off. And that muscle had come out of that, the main portion of the hand. That happened in Mehrabad about this Krishna. That was a very incident, very serious incident which had taken place. So, when Baba sits in seclusion, or when Baba works with a must, it is a different thing. Nobody was allowed when Baba is contacting a must. It so happened once that when Baba was sitting with Chatti Baba and Erach was standing near the door as a guard, the door was closed. And after some time, the must, he came very fast. After contacting Baba, he came very fast. Quite some time they were sitting together. And after that work was over, he came very fast. He opened the door and passed, close to Erach. And that time, Erach felt an electric shock. Simply that much coming out from Baba's contact, and he coming out and going to his room, close to that guard who is keeping guard outside the room. Very close to that guard is getting a shock, electric shock throughout his body. Once Baba had explained this much, they are so very strong. Baba had shown that electric pole, iron pole. A must can with one hand, it can twist that. It can bend that pole, electric pole. They have got so much of strength. So Baba's musk work is a very special type of work which the avatar in this period has done. I have built a beautiful story during the lifetime of Lord Krishna, but I won't tell it now today. I will tell it next time. It's a beautiful story, and our K.K. Ramakrishnan, he used to say that at no time the avatar has done so much of work with the musk or this type of work. Only Meher Baba has done this. But he used to give one example from the Mahabharata that I will tell you next time. It's a beautiful story. I will tell you next time. Today we stop here.
I have a question, Pratap. I have a question. You
yes,
know,
please.
These favorite masks like Chadi Baba, was this mask Jamali or could he be Jalali too? Did he have both Jamali and Jalali?
Yes, Jamali and Jalali.
Yeah. But mostly Jamali, right?
Chatti Baba was, at no time it was said that he was Jalali Mas. He was not Jalali Mas. He was a very loving person. His attitude was a very loving attitude. Other time, but then as he used to get that burning due to the war. That burning due to the war. Once he said to Krishna that every day I am burning. And once it so happened that when Baba had given him bath with 200 buckets, he wanted more. But then he didn't allow Baba to give him whole bath. He took about 100 buckets again on his head. Wow. And that time he had said that I am burning. And Krishna said, you are taking a cold bath. In this cold season, this is a cold bath, and you say you are burning. And looking at Baba, I said, this is the reason for my burning. Looking at Baba, he says, this is the reason for my burning. So Baba, you see, it's a deep study. It is a challenging study for people. That how Baba has worked with his musk, especially this time Baba's traveling and Baba's musk work. It was, my God, it was so weird. Baba had not cared for his health. Baba has never cared for his rest. Baba has not cared for the food. Baba never cared for his sleep. That was the musk work which Meher Baba used to do. And it is a very rare type of musk that avatar had undertaken in this age.
And one other question. Now,
yes, please. Yes, please.
Did Muhammad get along with Chadi Baba, or did they get along? Harmony between the masks, or were they kept separate?
Sorry, I don't get you.
Did Baba allow? Sometimes he had two masks. in Mehrabad. Did he keep them separate? Not together?
Baba allowed or not, didn't allow what he said, Baba? Baba had kept 2 months in Mehrabad. You're talking about then.
Were they together? Were they together in the same room or whatever?
No, they were not kept together. They were one was kept in the Rahuri cabin. There is a Rahuri cabin, a small room, and another was in the Dharmashala. And this Sidhoji, by name Sidhoji, one of the Mandali members, and his wife, they were taking care of Muhammad. And this Alisha, he used to sit in a chair in that this cabin, and looking at a very far distance. Every time he'll be smoking two, three cigars, or that Indian bidi we call, to holding on in his fingers, and he will keep on continuously keep on smoking, and his fingers had become burnt. They had become black, like as if burnt, and also these lips. But then he was very lovely person, very lovely person. His face used to be so very, as if in a enjoying in a bliss. His face was like that.
Here's his face. Can you see it?
Muhammad was opposite to that. If Muhammad is in a mood, he will talk nicely with you. Otherwise, he will, get out. That he. And there was another how these Westerners were serving this much like Muhammad, tough type. But then there was one more habit of Muhammad. Lee said that digging earth and taking out something. But there was another habit was that he never allowed you to to have a watch.
Oh.
Yes, he will ask him to take out. And he would say, he has a very peculiar voice. Me kumbhar जातीचा. मी कुंभार जातीचा. माझं नाव तुकाराम. My name is Tukaram. I am those people who are making the utensils of earth, clay articles, they are called kumbhar. And this Mats used to say that I belong to that caste, kumbhar. Yes. Or he was from Konkan area.
Okay.
He was for some time he was in Mumbai.
What was the name?
Yes, and thereafter he was brought here. But he lived with Baba for up to the end. To the end. And during this time, every important event, Baba would utilize the services of Alisha. He was very calm and quiet person, and Baba would take him there, and Baba would utilize his services. He would contact, or he would give him a bath. When we had seen Baba in Mahabaleshwar on 16th October 1950, when Baba had held a meeting that it is called a sermon day. So during that meeting, just before starting that meeting, with all the people watching, Baba had given bath to Alisha.
Oh,
And
wow.
so, yes, and Alisha was also with Alisha. Baba had worked on the different forts. You know, Shivaji's time, there used to be forts on the
Uh,
mountain area.
yeah,
There used to be
yeah.
fort. So on couple of forts, Baba had done some work with must. And that time the must was Alisha.
Wow.
Yes. So Alisha was very calm and quiet and very cooperative type of must, very cooperative type.
Mm, mm.
Muhammad was little bit moody person. Yes, yes, yes. So shall we take Aarti now?
Yes, yeah.
Yes,
Artist.
thank you. जहाँ कल्पना शब्द न पहुँचे ऐसे अपरंपार नेति नेति वेद पुकारे महिमा तोरी अपार दिव्य सनातन परम दयालन दिव्य सनातन परम दयालन हे जगदोद्धारो मेरे रमन आरती स्वीकारो मेरे रमन आरती स्वीकारो धूप दीप चंदन चरयाना भोग लगाना फूल चढ़ाना तुमरा ही तुमको लौटाना काहे बढ़ाई करो मेरे रमन आरती स्वीकारो मेरे रमन आरती स्वीकारो सकल निधि के तुम कारण हो सकल विश्व कारण हारे हो तुम सम और नहीं तुम ही हो हे सत्य अवतारो मेरे मन आरती स्वीकारो मेरे मन आरती स्वीकारो सकल चराचर तुम्हारी माया, माया भी तो तुम्हारी छाया, तुमरा अंत न कोई पाया, वो अनंत करो मेर मन, आरती स्वीकारो मेर मन, आरती स्वीकारो। अपने को जब जो नहीं जाने, महिमा तुम्हारी क्या पहचाने, जो कुछ भी कहते अनजाने, गुण गाते तुम्हारो मेरे मन, आरती स्वीकारो मेरे मन, आरती स्वीकारो। श्रीमाना ही तुम्हारी कृपा को, क्या कोई दे सकता प्रभु तुमको, भीख चुनी दो प्रेमी जनों को, नित्य तुम्हें सुमिरो मेरे मन, आरती स्वीकारो मेरे मन, आरती स्वीकारो। दिव्य सनातन परम दया घन, दिव्य सनातन परम दया घन, हे जगदोद्धारो मेरे मन, आरती स्वीकारो मेरे मन, आरती स्वीकारो। Any question from anybody now? Two questions were asked by sorry.
No, I love hearing about Baba's must work. I enjoy hearing about it. Yeah, because he was so much of his time was must work. Yeah,
yes.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. Definitely. So we say Jai Baba 3 times.
Avatar.
Avatar Meher Baba ki jai.
Jai.
Avatar Meher Baba ki jai. Avatar Meher Baba ki jai.
Thank you so much, Pratap.
Jai Baba, Jai Baba, my pleasure. Jai Baba. Thank
Jai
you.
Baba.
Thanks, Baba. Thanks.
Jai Baba.
Jai Meher Baba Kaka.
जय मेहर बाबा, जय मेहरबानी। कैसा है? अरे आजकल तुम्हारा आवाज बहुत कमती आता है, लेकिन आता है।
Yeah.
It's good that I can hear your voice.
Yeah. Actually, you are coughing, so I didn't want to disturb you at all.
Jai Baba. Jai Baba.
And my big sister, she's like a must. Locally.
No, but Mohammed the Mus said I was only half crazy.
My God.
Take care of your health, Kaka. with
Yes. Rest
some,
your voice, please. Rest your voice and take care.
yeah,
Come back next week.
Next week,
yeah.
we'll ring you out.
We've had quite a few Baba lovers come down with the COVID this past week.
Is it?
A few, yes, three or four or five, I think.
Yes, yes, yes. the the then when I next time when we talk about this month, we will understand what type of work Baba must be doing this. But one thing is definite, that any big event in the whole world, it will be accompanied by a very hectic bus work by Meher Baba. That is very much true. That is very much true. And believe me, Baba had not cared for his own comforts.
Yeah.
This is 200 buckets of water pouring on a person. Once it so happened that the Chatti Baba, he wanted to give bath to Baba.
Oh.
Baba allowed him.
Wow.
Baba allowed him to put, about 50 buckets. So one must for must, Baba's love for the must is something different. It cannot be defined, in fact. We can never understand what work Baba was doing. But Baba used to be very happy when he does that, very according to his mood. He used to become very happy after that birth work. At one, he was also happy. They say when this birth was in a very fast. The Baba had said that world war, it was not started yet. War had started, but then World War was not declared. And Baba said that if Italy comes in, then there will be World War. And very next day, there was an announcement that the Italy has entered this war, and then the World War started. And thereafter, Baba again said that some country, if it comes in, then it will be still that it has to come again. That country has to come, and that country also came. I just forgot the name. And then Baba, you see, in that crowd or shore of the cry of this war, Baba becomes very happy. He comes to the women and tells them that I'm very happy today because everything is happening according to my plan. About that war, Baba is saying that everything is happening according to my plan, and I am very happy. Now, prepare something sweet. Let us enjoy that sweet.
That was World War I. World War One.
That is the work Baba was doing with.
Yeah.
Certain times one feels that in Ramayana, Rama's going in exile and paying visits to different rishis, something of that sort. But even then, this work which Baba had done, it altogether different from the other work. The world and the spiritual history has never recorded such type of work having done by earlier avatars. Now, next time with the story I'm going to tell you that it will get little idea. We can connect it. We can connect it with Baba's work with us little bit.
Thank you. Thank you. We like these stories.
I am just postponing certain things for next because I should not hurry up with that. Hurry up with the story. If the story is told, it to be told in a proper manner, but hurrying up will lose the charm of telling the story.
Oh yeah.
So I'm taking my own time to tell you. One more story which I have reserved for you people is the story of Radha. A beautiful story I will tell some other time.
Yeah, Baba.
And don't feel that I am giving these promises. I am just engaging the days further.
Yeah.
It's not that way. We say because of maybe time consuming, I'm postponing these stories for the next dates.
Good. We remember. Pratap.
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you. It's a very lovely atmosphere. I enjoy the love of all people, all you people. It is so very. It is enjoying for me also.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So, Jai Baba, all of you.
Jai Baba.
I will just leave now. Jai Baba.
Jai Baba.
Jai Baba. Jai Baba. Jai Baba. Jai Baba, everybody. Jai Baba, everybody.
Jai Baba.
Jai Baba. Jai Baba, everybody.
Hey, somebody has to stop the recording.
I will.
Oh, okay, great. Thank you. Jai Baba.